Hi, my name is Aimee Willmott and I'm here to talk to you about breaststroke swimming. I'm a Team GB international swimmer and recently won gold in the 400 individual medley at the Commonwealth Games. Breaststroke is a key part of my race, so I'm here to share my best tips with you. First, let's talk about our breaststroke kick. We're going to start talking as if we're starting in the glide position of the stroke, so our toes should be pointed out in front, facing the opposite end of the pool, reaching as far away from our body as possible. The first thing we do is we bend our knees under the body. We don't want to bend our knees out to the side as this opens up our body and causes more drag. As we bring our knees under our body, our toes want to fall slightly apart and our feet should be flexed, with the soles of our feet ready to push away as much water as possible. Now for the whip part of the kick. Our legs sweep slightly outwards and down as our toes point at the end of the kick, drawing our knees and our heels together. Both of our legs should do exactly the same thing at the same time. If one of our legs moves before the other, if you were to compete, you would be disqualified. So both feet and legs and knees have to do exactly the same thing. A large amount of power comes from our whip kick, so it is important to get it right, as this helps with our upper body part of the stroke. The better you get at your breaststroke kick, the better your breaststroke in turn. The breaststroke arm pull can be broken into 3 different stages. The catch, which is where the hand begins to pull, the propulsive phase, which is where we generate power, and the recovery phase, where we return our arms back to the beginning of the stroke. The catch phase starts at the beginning of the stroke, when our arms are fully extended, hands together. They sweep slightly out at a 45-degree angle, and the position of our elbow should be slightly on top. A common mistake people make is to pull slightly too far out with their breaststroke arms. You want to pull your arms just wider than shoulder width, no further. This is where we start the propulsive phase of our stroke. Our arms sweep slightly down whilst under while our elbows remain high, and this is where we add our breath. At this point of the stroke, we bring our arms down and our head lifts up with our chest. We don't nod our head to breathe, our chest and our head moves as one. Our elbows then tuck under the body as we dive forwards into the recovery phase of our stroke, back into streamline. The key thing to remember in breaststroke is we dive out and not down. If we dive down, our bum comes up to the surface and our leg kick isn't as strong. So it's really important to stay streamlined along the surface of the water and not dive up and down. In streamline, it is really important to keep our head tucked down. We don't want our chin too far down on our chest or our head looking forwards. To maintain the best streamline position, we want to be neutral with our elbows over our ears. The timing of our breaststroke is really important. Putting our arms and legs together is difficult. If you can work to the timing of pull, breathe, kick and glide, the timing of your breaststroke becomes efficient and you also end up with maximum power. If you are pulling and kicking at exactly the same time, you are in a very unstreamlined position. The fastest part of the stroke is when you are kicking and gliding at the same time. This is the most propulsive part of the stroke, which is where we go the fastest, and the best swimmers in the world have some of the best kicks. So the timing of your breaststroke is really important to maximize this phase. Let us know how you get on with your breaststroke technique, and I hope some of these top tips helped you today. Leave us a comment and let us know.